show, and I am so glad that we're not going to be talking about traffic, but we are going to be talking to our traffic guru, Chris Sullivan, because Chris, what has it been like a decade or so that you have been on this amazing sports journey because your son Tommy, you decided, I remember the day when you said, I think Tommy should be a long snapper.
Yeah, it's because the coach's kid always has to do the crap jobs, right? When you're the coach's kid, it was like, who's going to be the long snapper? I'm like, okay, Tom, you're going to be a long snapper. And then that was in 7th grade.
You also said it's a great position. I distinctly remember you said it's a great position. You don't get hurt. But
Generally not.
But you can...
You can find your way, and you can play in college if you work at it and whatever. And then one day, his sophomore year in high school, he said, I think I want to try this at the next level. And that's when we found out all these camps, found out who Chris Rubio is, the long snapping guru. We go to camps all over the country. He finds his way to Montana State, and then he starts 57 games, becomes a first-team All-American, and just played for the national championship. His second game playing for the national championship, losing them both to North Dakota State. This one was a lot rougher on Monday. But his career as an athlete is over. My career as a coach and sport athlete dad is over, and I'm kind of like told Holly the other day, I'm like, I don't really know who I am anymore. It's like, because it's been so incredible and it's just been so ingrained in our lives. But yeah, it's time for him to move on, and it's time for me to kind of figure out what to do for me next. I mean, I guess it's maybe time to pull out the golf clubs.
Okay,
I don't know.
I want to go back though, because I remember days and days where you'd be in the garage, even in the coldest of days. And you'd be like, okay, we're practicing.
Right.
What was that like for you to have that relationship, first of all, with your son, and then being so involved?
Well, it was incredible because one thing I want to thank you, Ursula, because you brought me up here to Seattle, and I found my way into morning drive. So the career of that hours allowed me the afternoons off to spend time with Tommy, whether I was coaching soccer or baseball or football or Boy Scouts, all of that stuff. And it provided me the opportunity to spend so much time with him and help him and try to give him good life lessons. But then we just became, inseparable kind of along that way. In many ways, Tom would probably say it was bad. I mean, I once did a feature I did a Father's Day feature on the coach's kid gets it worst. And he was like, he said some really priceless things. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I yelled and screamed and you did some things. And, we talk about it now. He goes, yeah, I kind of remember that. Or, oh, wow, I don't remember that. I've apologized to the way I've treated him over the years. But yeah, I mean, when he said he was in, and I was like, okay, we built a snapping thing in our garage. I laid down AstroTurf in our garage so that he could snap in the dry. I'd go out and catch in the cold. We had a long driveway that was flat. It was like when we moved into the house, it was like a long snapper's dream, even though I had no idea what long snapping was or how it worked out. I still have spray paint on the concrete for marking out, 5 yards, 7.5, 10, 15, 20, to help him practice and whatnot. And it's just been an incredible journey. I mean, I've been doing a lot on social lately, just thanking him for the journey that he allowed Holly and me to go on. Because it opened up so many doors to so many people we would have never met, people who we consider our family now from Montana and from all over, that, I mean, just spending the last, even though we didn't win, the last, 7 days down there in Dallas with these families was just magical. And, people have been telling me, former, parents whose kids have gone through already, graduated, whatnot. And they're like, you don't cry because it's over. You just try to smile because it happened. And it's been magical. And I get emotional a lot. Haven't really talked to him a lot after the game. He didn't want to talk. Obviously, he was mad. He really thought they had this. They thought they were going to win it. He was one of the last players on the field after everybody cleared out. He didn't want to leave. I mean, he did. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Oh, no.
He didn't want to leave, and then he didn't talk to us after the game. We really haven't talked to him much. We're hoping to FaceTime him tonight when we get home to kind of talk about, okay, how you feeling? How you doing? What's next? I mean, he graduated. He's, when you're an athlete and it ends,
that's
it's it. He knows he's not going to snap again. He's never going to put a helmet on again. Well, he'll probably snap again because the punter is, NFL bound. And so Tom will probably help him snap because Brendan is got a full 15 hours to graduate this spring, so he won't be able to do a pro day or go to the combine. So he'll probably help him out and stick around for a little bit. We have no idea what's next. He's got a marketing degree, and he may have some opportunities in Bozeman where he has name recognition. People know him, they love him. He's turned into on the sidelines, he's bounced around. He's turned into kind of an even better version of me that I can even possibly imagine. He's just loved this experience. He's always smiling, and we just couldn't ask for anything better. It's been unreal.
Thanks for sharing that. I have one question for you before you go.
Yeah. By the way, he got his education paid for in some small way, right?
And that kind of leads me to the next thing. There are people listening who are sports parents. They might have little kids, or their kids might be a little older. When you reflect on your journey as a dad, a coach, what advice would you give to those listening?
Number one, you got to be hard on them. But I think I was a little too hard in some ways. There are times to dial back because they're the athlete. You're not the athlete. And there have been a lot of dads along the way who may have been pushing the train, or moms, and the kid was doing it just for them. And then at some point, I've known some were like, Dad, I just don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. And that day may come for a lot of you. And that's going to be hard because you put in so much time and effort and money. But it's got to be their decision, okay? And you got to trust that. But also bet on yourself. If you got a kid that really is after it, I don't care how big they are, how small, you can find a place if you've got the passion. I know a kid who is trying to go, and he's working his way into a JUCO somewhere, playing football as a tight end, working his butt off after it. Bet on yourself. Tom started as a walk-on, ended up as a full scholarship athlete.
Oh, that's great.
It can happen. But the passion's got to come from them. And then all you got to do is, get around them, and the resources and the love, and great things can happen. I can't thank him enough for what he's taken us on. It's incredible.
We're so happy.
I didn't cry this much after the damn game.
Sully, I just want everybody to know you are an incredible dad.
You are
an amazing coach.
Tommy might question that.
No, I know. For every bingo card that you asked us to, to pay for it.
Every fundraiser.
You know what? To see how much it has been such a part of your life. And you know what? You guys will find great things to do together post football.
I know we're going to go play bad golf. I know that. Holly will play bad golf with us too. But yeah,
congratulations.
It's a new chapter, another adventure. Whatever he does, he's going to do great. And we'll be tagging along and sharing it profusely because I don't know what else to do. I'm so open about it. Like everybody here at the station, it's been amazing.
Yes.
And thank you to all the listeners who said such great things on the text line throughout all this. Thank you for sharing our journey. It's been pretty cool.
It really has been, and thank you for letting us go along for the ride.
Yeah,
Appreciate
my pleasure.
You.
All right.
Love you.
Love you guys. Appreciate it.